Okay, we are going to be watching some more Nostalgia Critic. This is for M3GAN. I did a movie reaction to M3GAN not too long ago, and I really enjoyed the movie. It was overall just a fun time. I had fun with the character of M3GAN. I thought she was hilarious. Just a movie I can just put on and just throw popcorn in my face to. Absolutely. But we're going to go ahead and dive into the video, guys. We're not going to talk too much on it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. 60% of my audience is not subscribed, so if you want to be one of those 60% who just keeps forgetting to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And if you want to help out even more, become a channel member or become a patron to my channel. It means the world. You guys will have early access, exclusive videos, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into the video, and I'll give you guys my thoughts during and after the video.
So brought to you by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Also brought to you by Chime, the award-winning app and debit card that can save you money today.
I love this opening. It's so classic.
Critic, Tamara's being a pain.
Not now, I'm looking over which of your lines to cut.
But she's making fun of my acting. I hate her now.
Fine, send her in.
Hello, Critic. What seems to be the trouble?
I hear you're not playing nice with Malcolm.
His line delivery lacked passion and believability.
See? She's dumb and she sucks.
Hey, don't make me separate you two.
I was just saying my line like, hey, Critic, we're reviewing M3GAN today. I thought we were going to review it in July. What's wrong with that?
If you put the emphasis on in, it will sound better.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Say
Creepy.
it like this.
Hey Critic, I heard we're reviewing M3GAN today. I thought we were gonna review it in July.
Sorry, there's no known way in the English...
Yep. She is forgetting to turn her head slightly, though. Every once in a while, she'll go. You know? You have to do that every once in a while.
language to begin a sentence with in and emphasize it.
Hello?
Hey, Critic.
Tamara, finally, talk some sense into yourself. Wait, how are we doing this?
I just wasn't feeling it today, so I 3D printed myself and AI'd my personality into her head.
AI has come that far?
I'm surprised it hasn't got here faster. Call her T4M4R4.
That's just
No.
with fours.
Yes.
Why?
Looks cool.
Well, I'm not sure I approve of this, Tamara. Do you approve?
I don't approve.
We don't approve.
Oh, come on. Tell me you're not delightfully horrified and horrifyingly delighted by her.
It is an unsettling mix of fear and laughter I can't turn away from.
That's
And why
right.
your
That's
family
right.
watches you, so don't ruin the fun.
Okay, I'll give General Store Small Wonder a fair shot.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to do something else other than talk to you.
That's nice.
Well, I think she might be right about the line delivery.
Well, that's just idiotic, if you forgive me saying so.
I don't.
Well, that's just stupid. Impossible. Meaningless!
Why don't you go rehearse the lines while I start the review?
Certainly.
Jeez!
Sorry, my CGI face doesn't always match up with me.
That's so... All right,
We're
all right.
always going to have
Yep.
a fascination with the uncanny valley. That uneasy feeling of recognizing something as almost real, but one or two uncomfortable elements seem off. A lot of those people want to stray away from as it ruins the illusion they're going for, but then there's some smart cookies who know how to
Ew.
exploit it in a creative way. A way that welcomes both the creepiness and the laughs. M3GAN is one of those smart cookies. Asking so many questions, like what do you call the third film when it comes out? M3GAN got many chuckles and many uncomfortable clicks when the trailer first premiered. People didn't believe it was even a real movie. It just looked so hilariously off. But thankfully the filmmakers played into that and made a movie that knows the best way to get comedy out of this is to play it straight. So straight that made people...
I'm kind of wondering if Doug is going to go into like how this is basically a kind of not really, but kind of a slightly a ripoff of the Child's Play 2019 movie in a sense. I mean, it's basically the same exact movie. It like does almost everything spot on, just like that Child's Play 2019 movie did. It's just better, in my opinion. It's just a better overall movie.
didn't even follow what was supposed to be funny about it. Some audience members saw this as a pretty run-of-the-mill horror film, but frankly, if you're not laughing at the poster, you're not gonna laugh at the flick. The character went viral with people doing reaction videos to her, several fan edits, and of course, countless TikTok dances.
No
Everybody
kidding.
wanted in on the joke, and it paid off all the way to the bank. So, what is it that makes M3GAN both hilariously scary and not scary at the same time? Well, let's take a closer look.
Critic, she's standing in the hallway all scary.
Come on, anything looks scary at the end of a hallway. Look!
Your cat's scary.
Go away. This is M3GAN.
All right.
Was my only friend, but she got old and died.
So yeah, for anyone who questions if this film is meant to be funny,
Perpetual pets are a dream come true because
I refer you to this troll pubic hair. Remember in Gremlins 2 when the guy asked what happens if a mogwai eats after midnight while flying over a different time zone? This is what happens.
You can even feed your friends, but not too much.
Uh-oh, clean up on aisle 7.
What
I
is
like
the
this intro because it very
fascination?
clearly shows this isn't
What is the fascination with watching things poop, like toys and pooping and peeing? Why? Just why?
reality, but rather reality if it went just one step crazier. And if you know reality, that's saying a lot. We know this wouldn't sell, but if a lot of popular toys that were creepy were just a hint creepier, they look like this. It's a world that makes sense how something like M3GAN can exist. Speaking of existing, a film starting out with a kid in a car seat and two parents driving, these always end great.
We're almost at the top of the mountain.
Know what else is interesting? Whoopsie daisy.
How every parent reacts when the opening of Caillou is heard. This is Katie, played by Violet McGraw, and as you might have guessed, they get in a crash.
And they die.
The movie buffers, there we go. And we're taken to Silicon Uncanny Valley.
Dude, I have a reaction to M3GAN. The first time it did that, I thought my computer was kind of freezing up in the middle of my reaction. I do have a M3GAN reaction up on the channel right now. It is blocked in some territories because, you know, that's what happens to my movie reactions anymore. So, yeah. But if you want to go check that out, and hopefully you can, it's up there.
Named Funky that specializes in making toys in Seattle. And we're introduced to Gemma, played by Allison Williams, who's inventing the latest nightmare fuel for kids.
Happy.
Okay.
Sad.
This thing looks like it's inspiring the next generation of ElsaGate videos, doesn't it?
Confused.
Wait, stop. Why is her face doing that?
Her face has a permanent smirk. What do you expect? She's in teenager mode.
Oh, no. Shit!
The boss comes down and sees the reaction.
In
Everyone
teenager
had to
mode.
see the trailer.
What in the name of ever-loving Christ is this?
Do you want Baby Skynet? Because this is how you get Baby Skynet. But they try to convince him this could be a big hit.
M3GAN, say hi to David.
Destroy all children.
I'll draft my resignation. Actually, I'm pretty close as M3GAN starts to glitch up and, well... Ooh, a Samsung product! Gemma gets a call that her sister was killed in a car crash and she might be the most eligible caretaker for her niece, Katie.
You just sign your name and date it at the bottom.
And what do you do for a living? I make killer robots.
That's fine. Thank you.
She signs the paperwork and takes Katie to her new home. Dog!
Ah, gosh.
It's actually the neighbor's dog, who again, if you've ever seen a horror film, know they're both gonna be fine. But Gemma and Katie have a hard time getting used to their new situation.
If you need anything, I'm just gonna be down the hall.
It's so true, though. The second I saw that neighbor and her dog, I already knew that dog and neighbor.
Sorry, Mom always read me a story before bed.
Kid, you're 12. Read your own bedtime story.
Oh, those aren't toys, Katie. Technically, yeah, they're toys. They're just, collectibles, so you don't actually play with them.
I heard Allison Williams got some pushback for not having a lot of emotion in this, but I think that's kind of the idea. She's a techie who's way into her work and clearly not great at being social.
I don't think I really have any kids' books here right now, but that's okay. I can download one on my phone. That's fine.
She's someone I believe would create a robot to parent her child so she doesn't have to. It gets across the idea that while we're trying so hard to make machines more human, they sometimes can reflect more humanity than we do. With that said, I'm not entirely sure why she doesn't just let her live with her grandparents.
I'm not equipped to handle this.
Have you heard from Ryan's parents?
They called and offered to help, but they live in Florida. They're kind of weird. I don't know what their deal is.
Woman with killer robots or Florida? Nah, I'm just kidding. She's clearly safer with the killer robots. Even the caseworker hints this might not be best for them.
Sorry, can I just ask, how close were you and your sister?
Who? They have to bond over something, though. So how about Chewbacca's ball sack here?
So we're working on a version of the perpetual pet that's cheaper. What do you think?
Well, thank you. I've been thinking about my dead parents every night, but you've given me a new nightmare to haunt my soul. Yay, variety! She takes interest in another kid's toy, though, that, like this thing in Aliens, is totally not a setup for a third act fight, guys.
What's that?
Oh.
It's a Terminator. I call it that because it works twice and then gets progressively shittier every additional time.
Give me 5. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Ouch, girl. Not so hard.
Can it kill plows? All the plows?
If I had a toy like Bruce, I don't think I'd ever need another toy again.
Katie gives Gemma an idea to make Megan the ultimate toy friend, saying after parents empty their wallets, they'll lean back from buying competitive brands.
I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie.
I thought about how Chucky scares us, and then it made me ask, what would scare Chucky?
I like that, Chuck. Where'd you get it? I can't remember.
Honestly, though, Chucky is an icon. I mean, I can see Megan becoming a modern-day icon in the horror genre, without question. She's got the right kind of, you know, the right formula going. If the next one's really good, kind of like going on the lines of like the original Child's Play. Child's Play 2 is my personal favorite. I think it's the best film in the franchise. If the second Megan is like the best film even beyond the first movie, I think we're already going to be getting a new horror icon in Megan. I kind of feel that same way with Terrifier, you know, Art the Clown. I mean, we have a lot of runner-ups for modern day kind of icons, yeah.
It looks good on you.
They're blown away by Megan's disturbingly cute horrificness and give the okay to market her to investors.
Model 3 generative android from Funky, fully autonomous humanoid robot.
I guess I should talk real quick about the strangeness of this both being a PG-13 horror film and the use of the awkward CGI. Though it goes without saying, I would prefer if this was a hard R and used only practical effects. It's clear this movie wants to soak up a lot of modern-day camp without winking too hard that they're in on the joke. Sad to say, hokey CGI and PG-13 horror films do go hand in hand and are a product of the times. Again, a film you want people to ask, is this a real movie? So while it's not what I would prefer, I see why they did it. It is clever, and its creative awkwardness does make me laugh.
Katie, flush the toilet. Wash your hands.
Pray to Cthulhu. What?
Silence.
Megan's designed to withstand whatever life can throw at her.
She will
Oh my God.
stand outside your kid's bathroom while she pees. But don't worry, we don't know why either. Some question how big a role she's playing as a member of the family, though.
I mean, I thought we were creating a tool to help support parents, not replace them.
Look, why would you think making something that looks human, acts human, and raises a human would replace humans? You've been watching too much everything that's ever been made. Megan, as well, seems to be asking too many questions.
How did Katie's parents die?
Shit, she's still paired with Katie.
You didn't code in parental controls?
Well, I think it's very clear I'm not good at what I do. They take the EA route and, patch it later. Neighbor's dog doesn't take kindly to the new chew toy, though.
Stop it!
Katie, will I dream? Oh, don't make me parent. I made an app for that. This results in Katie being injured and, well, it's a doll-eat-dog world, baby.
Ah.
Die, Boo Boo, die. Good dog.
Investors are brought in to see Megan, but things start to go wrong when Katie breaks down because she misses her parents.
Every day I wake up in this strange house, and I remember that my parents are dead.
I take it I'm supposed to Dr. Phil this?
Anytime you want to tell me something special about your parents,
That was such a great scene, though, man. I really loved that scene where she looks through the glass directly at, I already forgot her name, but this lady, right, her aunt, she looks directly at her, kind of like, I can't believe you've really just been not giving a shit, kind of. You know, I really did like that, even knowing, yes, it's weird that this AI is trying to be a parent to this girl. It was, like, doing more than obviously her aunt was, so I thought it was a powerful moment.
and I'll keep it safe.
Megan doesn't miss a beat and legit gives Katie some good advice, even making some of the investors tear up.
We need to launch this before anyone can steal it from us. She's the most valuable asset this company has.
That was amazing, but who's the awful guardian that made her feel that way? Oh, that's the Asian guy? On that note, when Gemma does try to parent more, Katie becomes...
It blows my mind, though, how many, like, of these giant investors and these giant business owners, these corporation, you know, guys, these nuts, right? How many of them automatically, just after watching one sitting, right? One sitting, just automatically is like, okay, we need to start banking off this. Crazy. It's like you do not see where this could go wrong down the road. Are you not taking that into consideration? Or the first thing that comes to your mind, like millions, billions, and hundreds of thousands of dollars? It's like, just think for 1 second, right?
Becomes more and more resistant.
Would you like to tell me what these drawings mean to you? There's no wrong answer. Or maybe you don't have any specific thoughts, maybe.
And again, if you're not laughing your ass off at M3GAN just watching them in the background out of focus, I don't know what to tell you. You might be the robot.
You've created a toy that's so real, it's possible that Katie might not see her as a toy, but as a primary caregiver.
That's fantastic. I quote you on that. I'm totally gonna put that on the box. Though the commentary is pretty spelled out, they do still make some pretty decent points.
If you make a toy that's impossible to let go of, then how do you ever expect a child to grow?
She could grow up obsessing over things from her childhood and eventually become—
Don't say it!
A YouTuber!
Critic! That Tambot ate my foot!
Oh, come on now. How do you know it was her?
Because she said she was going to eat my foot, rip my foot off, then ate my foot!
Well, let's just ask her. T4M4R4, did you eat Malcolm's foot?
Yes.
See, she had nothing to do with it.
She said yes!
And?
Are you doing that thing where you're showing how all these characters always act delusional in these films, so you're acting delusional?
Yes, it probably was the win. Now go back to rehearsing your lines.
In July. In July. In July.
Gemma is under orders to make sure nothing happens to their most valuable asset, so she brings M3GAN to an outdoor camp full of rowdy kids. Yeah, just toss her with the rest of the toys.
Great
Weren't
idea.
I afraid people were gonna steal this idea? Maybe seeing her in this lineup gets them thinking, ew, nobody's gonna want to duplicate Lars and the real girl over there. It does lead to the most
looking
realistic
back on it,
reaction
she
in the
really
movie.
wasn't that great at her job.
Your sister? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not yet, but I'm working on it. As these movies go, Katie's confronted by a bully, and of course, M3GAN swoops in to save her.
Is she yours?
No, you're mine.
Stop it!
And they say behavioral issues are linked to
Most valuable asset. What's this rated?
I literally thinking the same thing Doug was thinking. What was this kid's intentions with M3GAN? He like started taking off her shoe and then got on top of her. Like I was insanely like, what the is going on here?
Again? Oh, right. W for watch list.
You're just a stupid rubber doll.
Don't call.
He actually brought up cuties. Oh man, Sneeko would have. Oh, he
Call me stupid.
He lends her his ear and makes a run for it, just as M3GAN starts galloping after him. And yes, the sound of an actual horse galloping is included with that. Monty Python with their coconuts are saying, man, I wish we were that silly.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Hey kid, watch it. You could get hit by him. While you're down there, can you check the brake fluid? Gemma has suspicions about what happened, but Katie doesn't seem to be talking.
If there's anything that you want to tell me that you didn't want to tell the police officers...
Stitches, girl. Stitches.
I know it was you, Gemma.
The neighbor keeps frantically searching for her dog and blames Gemma for her disappearance, which of
Gemma.
course calls for another
Sorry.
off-screening to death. Knock, knock. Who's there? Floor. I love this random detective who acts like he just joined an improv group.
You were in the park where that boy was killed? I found the kid's ear up this bank. The entire thing was ripped clean off. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
You look and act like a Raimi brother who just discovered, hey, I can B-movie too. Gemma tries to go through M3GAN's databanks, but they seem to be corrupted.
You didn't say the magic word.
Is everything okay, Gemma?
Why did you ask me if I was okay? You're not programmed to ask me how I feel.
Ah, shit, I create life again. People try all their lives to do that. How'd I accidentally do it twice? Gemma finally takes matters into her own hands and takes M3GAN to the company, saying they can't do the launch. But the boss, of course, still wants to do it and forces them to fix the problem, only to have M3GAN fix them.
I got no strings to hang you up.
Oh no, they're... Clearly saved by the test screenings, okay. Well, at least the boss gets his comeuppance with
Oh, so...
this 100% pointless dance.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Who cares? It's awesome.
The scene is so great because it is entirely unprovoked. Maybe for a second we see M3GAN do what kinda looks like a dance with Katie, but nowhere else. It comes completely out of nowhere, and that's one of the reasons it's so funny.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I love movies like this.
She kills the boss, frightens the assistant so bad all the blood from the scene is scared into the extended cut, and then kills him too. Jesus, is she gonna put on shades and talk to William Daniels' voice next? Jack Black playing Peaches over and over is easier not to laugh at than this.
I get it. You're a beautiful, creative, strong, ambitious young woman.
Is M3GAN hitting on me? She knows I'm not actually a boy, right?
You know something, Gemma? You're exhausting.
M3GAN terrifies Gemma with her CG on par with the Twilight baby, both the used and unused versions. But Katie interrupts Gemma to go Short Circuit 2 on her ass. Nothing seems to stop her until Katie says,
I loved. I knew the ending was coming with Bruce and everything, but I still really enjoyed watching Bruce just demolish M3GAN at the end.
You bitch! And fights her off with Gemma's other killer robot. Yeah, that caseworker's right. This is a terrible place to raise a child.
I'll bite your legs off!
Tis but a scratch.
Damn it, why'd I have to be an equally amazing and awful inventor?
No, you'll...
Void my guarantee.
Katie makes it very clear that she's been the guardian the whole time. We see Duke came out of his coma, and everything seems to be okay. Except the coffee maker now has a taste for blood. And that was M3GAN. Honestly, it's exactly what you'd expect, but
it's fun time.
Isn't it also exactly what you want? As a horror commentary, it's passable enough, with decent acting and writing that isn't spectacular, but does stay with you. What really elevates it, though, is the camp. This film so easily could have winked too hard at the audience, but by playing it straight while still working in some beautifully awkward imagery, it's a pretty good time. It's kind of cool we're living in an era where we're getting at least 2 new horror icons that are sure to stand the test of time, M3GAN and Art the Clown. I miss having...
Spot on, exactly what I was just saying. Like, if M3GAN 2 is phenomenal, M3GAN, in my opinion, is going to be right up there with Art the Clown. She's not there yet. Art has had more things, but M3GAN is on her way.
Boogeymen that have their own unique take on mixing horror and laughter. M3GAN is a hilarious kind of creepy that knows how to make you awkwardly laugh in all the best ways.
Yes.
It's bizarre, it's surreal, and I get a feeling it's going to be enjoyed for a long time.
Critic!
Oh, now what? Now what is it?
She ate my legs.
Yeah, well, where's she at anyway? Oh, God.
Doesn't she know that dance is not a thing anymore?
It's over 4 months old. In internet years, that's like a century.
What are we gonna
do? She's not even doing the dance right.
Have a plan. Come over right now.
Who'd you text?
Oh, you'll see. I'll get it.
Wait. No, it's not her. No way.
So, what's going on?
The answer we've been waiting for!
Who's that?
Oh, my neighbor. She was dropping off a phone battery. Mine's almost out of juice.
Oh, I thought
You thought I was going to get Wednesday Addams and they were going to do a little dance-off, right?
Yeah.
No. I have something better. People having M3GAN and Wednesday dance-off thinking they're the first ones to do it!
I bet nobody thought of this.
Look, I'm playing them side by side. Pretty original, huh?
You guys see the show Wednesday? This is gonna sound crazy, but does it remind you of M3GAN?
I am so clever for noticing this.
Behold, Internet, the dance-off you never expected.
How has TikTok not noticed this yet?
Well, takes care of that.
But he's never going to get his legs
I'll
back.
Just stay here.
You do that. Bottom line, AI has come a long way, but nothing can replace that authentic human cringe. Isn't that right, Malcolm?
You said it.
Indeed I did. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
I love the randomness. I always have.
What in the name of ever-loving Christ is this?
Yeah, getting back into the movie M3GAN, it's very predictable. The movie is insanely predictable, but I gotta say, besides the flaws, which there obviously are flaws, it is a fun time. It's very self-aware of what it's trying to do. The moments of just complete randomness, like the dance scene at the end, really just makes you feel like, you know, you're watching something you don't have to necessarily take too seriously, but can have fun with. I just genuinely enjoyed it. I did have a lot of comparisons to that Child's Play 2019 movie, but obviously I think M3GAN is overall just a better flushed out film than Child's Play 2019. I'm not trying to make that comparison. I enjoyed Child's Play 2019. I just enjoyed M3GAN more. I feel like it worked better having an original kind of creation besides Chucky as the main antagonist, right? I mean, Chucky to me was a doll that had its soul put into it from a serial killer. And the 2019 movie, though a nice kind of update on, you know, for modern times and stuff, I still feel like it wasn't Chucky all the way down to the core, because Chucky was that character who was a serial killer before he was a doll. But this, it's like the idea works better because M3GAN's her own kind of thing, right? I think that's why I liked it more. One of the reasons why I liked it more. But yeah, every point he made, the fact that, yeah, she's almost on the verge of becoming her own modern day horror icon. Yes, 100% agreed. But guys, comment down below, what did you guys think? Hit the like button if you want to see more Nostalgia Critic reactions. Leave your comments down below. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, keep it retro and do take care.